Are you thinking about starting an art channel in 2023? Do it. But listen to this video first because I have some amazing things to share. You would not believe the realization that I came across this morning as I was scrolling through my feed. And it is going to be a game changer for anyone who relies on photography to show off their work. So artists, any kind of aesthetic creator, crafters, interior designers who miss the old Instagram where you could share photos and grow from just your photos, you're gonna love this tip. Let's get into all the juicy tips that I would share with you if you are a creative type who wants to start an art kind of channel in 2023. So let's go ahead and get into all these tips. All right, so when I originally wrote the script for this video, I made it 10 tips, but now I have so many more. And this is what I do in my spare time. I listen to content about how to be more successful on YouTube like a freak. Any video I watch, almost 90% of the time is going to be about how to be more successful on YouTube. So a lot of the information in this tutorial will be condensed from all the best YouTube advice that I've gotten, but it's going to be custom fit to artists and aesthetic creators. So let's jump right into my first tip. So yes, the time is now to start your YouTube channel. It's never going to be easier. YouTube is king. It's the best place to be on social media because you can make money through AdSense. And the other big payoff of being a YouTuber is that the algorithm will show your video 10 years from now. Whereas if you're on something like TikTok, you put out that short, it doesn't get seen again unless you repost it, which a lot of TikTokers do. YouTube is really unique on the social media front because it will show very old videos of yours and they can go viral 5 years after you post them, and that does happen. So in conclusion, yes, the time is now to start YouTube. It will be harder, yes, because there's way more competition, especially after everything that happened in 2020, but it's still a great place to be. There's a lot of audience, there's more audience than ever, so yes. Get started on YouTube in some capacity, even if it's through shorts, because at least when you're uploading on shorts, you're teaching the algorithm about your channel. And that's your job. If you're just starting on YouTube, you don't have any subscribers or very few, your job number one is teach the algorithm about your videos that you will be producing 5 years down the road. And just know when you start, your skills are going to be terrible. You're going to look back 5 years later and say, oh, I was so terrible. But that's okay. You're not going to learn how to do videos unless you practice your skills. Practice how to present, practice how to talk, practice how to script, how to come up with good ideas, how to do thumbnails and titles and all that stuff that you have to learn to be an effective YouTuber. You're not going to be good at any of it when you first start, but you got to get started to get good at it. So just practice a lot. So that's the good news. YouTube is a great place for creators to grow their audience. Here's the bad news. It's going to take a lot of work and most likely a lot of years. I've been doing this full time, just going at it hard for 5 years. To many of you, 25,000, 28,000 subscribers would be amazing. And it is amazing. I'm so happy with that. But that took 5 years of grinding work where I was learning and struggling and crying and gnashing my teeth. So you have to love it. And you have to be really focused and determined. And you have to have what I learned in my other life as a counselor. What is the main thing that makes people successful in life? Above all else, it's called grit. What is grit considered in the counseling world and the self-help world? Grit is when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Basically, you fall down, get back up, try again. We all know the story about Mr. Beast, how he took years and years, was it 7 years before he even really got a foothold with the algorithm? It takes a long time for the algorithm to get to know you, and it takes a long time for you to understand strategy that works well with your audience, which might be different than my audience. So every YouTube channel is going to be a little different, how to strategize, how to get a lot of views on your videos. So you have to learn that, and it just takes time. So that's the bad news. It will probably take you a lot of time. And it's worth it. Another thing that people don't think about a lot is sound is important. So you can film this on your phone. I'm filming this on a Samsung Galaxy, I think it's an S9. I'm not even doing 4K. My phone can do 4K, but it's so expensive to store that big a video because you have to store all your videos. And yes, you do need to keep all your video footage for future use. I go into my archives all the time, especially as an artist, to demonstrate things that I've done before, like 5 years ago. And it's expensive to store all that footage. So I don't do 4K. You might decide you need to do 4K, and that's expensive. But what you do need to have is good sound. So I use this mic. Right now, though, I'm using this mic plus my Samsung Galaxy. That's my setup. And Catherine Manning taught me this trick. In fact, I forgot. So let me take this little sweatshirt and drop it on the floor beneath me. Why? Because soft stuff around you absorbs the sound, so the noise isn't bouncing off all the walls. So thank you, Catherine Manning. Check out her channel. I'll be mentioning a lot of channels throughout this video that you should be following to learn more about YouTube. And they're not art-centered, though. This is just for you artists. But everyone needs to know that. You need some soft surfaces around you when you're talking so it's not all echoey. All right, another way to take your videos to the next level is do a lot of B-roll. Every once in a while, I'll just set up my camera to show me doing my work, going out and taking a break in my garden or playing with Parker or whatever. I try to put as much B-roll in my video as possible. What is B-roll? Well, right now, this is it A-roll? I don't even know. But A-roll, I don't know if it's called A-roll, sorry, is what you're seeing now. B-roll would be me showing a clip of me cooking in the kitchen or painting a painting, or it's kind of related to what I'm talking to, but it's more real life side footage that isn't directly related to what I'm talking about, but it makes the video more interesting. So learn about B-roll, start taking as much B-roll, create a library that you have of B-roll that you can refer to and slip into videos easily without having to set up your camera every day and make new B-roll. Just have a library of B-roll that demonstrates well what you do. Like for me, a good B-roll piece of footage would be me swishing my paintbrush in my water, or opening up my drawer and getting out a piece of paper, or getting out of bed. That could be a good library for me to have, and I do have a library of that, and also a library of sounds, like what a paintbrush sounds like on paper. So you can build up a library also of art sounds that are common that you're going to need sometimes to put in your videos to make your videos more interesting, because that's another thing about sound. You know how these ASMR videos are so popular right now? They figured something out. Sound is really important, and the sounds that you hear when you're making your craft or whatever it is that you do really will add a lot of interest to your videos. I could do better with this, but create a library of sound. So you do want to use a good mic, and you can even take an hour and just make a whole long video of your art sounds, and then you'll have that library to refer to as you're creating your videos to make your videos more interesting. One thing about B-roll, one really good YouTuber I watched, she was very professional. She'd been in the media, the real like TV media, not that YouTube's not real, but she had learned a lot working at, I think she was in a news channel, and she was saying, change your clip every 3 seconds. That's not feasible if you don't have a lot of time, but try to change the clip every 3 or 4 seconds if you can, and as often as possible if you can't do every 30 seconds. All right, this is something I've learned from years of doing YouTube, and it's the kind of videos that I find, now this is for my channel and you might find something different, but when I'm strategizing about what to make my video about, and if you haven't heard Mr. Beast say, the most important thing about a video is the idea behind it. If you don't have a good idea, it's not going to make a good video. So what I have found, and you can go look on my art channel, I'll put the link here if I haven't already done that. What works better is, as opposed to, here's how to paint a pink dahlia on a sunny day. That's very specific. How many people want to paint a pink dahlia on a sunny day? But a lot of people need to know about what is your favorite color to paint with. What is your favorite red to paint with? See how that's general, and that could apply to a lot more people who they want to paint a flower, and this one wants a landscape, and this one wants to do portraits, and this one wants to do still life. Try to think in terms of what all your audience is interested in. All my audience is interested in my very favorite red. That was one of my most successful shorts. So think in terms of that, like what video idea will reach a larger audience? How I paint my black cat Sadie, for example, has gotten a lot of views. It's done great. but it's got to be a really strong, good painting a lot of people would be interested in. A lot more interesting would be a video that I do about lamp black paint and all the things you can do with it, which is a kind of, when I paint my black cat Sadie, I use my favorite paint. And focusing on that would be more interest to a more broader, bigger audience. Try to think in terms of reaching a bigger audience, which is one of the reasons why I'm making this video today. In my feed, I keep seeing video after video of how to start a channel in 2023. And so I was thinking, gosh, these are all doing great for these creators. Even these small channels are just blowing up with this video idea of how to start a channel in 2023. So that's why I put a spin on this video, how to start an art channel in 2023. So observe in your niche, what are people interested in? And then try to make a video along those lines of what your audience is interested in at that time. All right, one of the most powerful things that you can do on YouTube and all social media is to build your audience. That's why I have a Facebook group, because I can send people over there onto my Facebook group and tell them, post your paintings and we'll talk and we'll chat, we'll get to know each other, and then they'll be more in touch with me and what I'm doing in my art journey, and that engages them further with my content and whatever it is I'm doing and what I'm trying to do with my career that will help me. And so I have a community that I help, and that community helps me right back by supporting me as an artist. So building a community is a big theme right now across all the social media content strategists. They're all talking about how community is emerging as the thing that is so rare. Educational videos like how to paint a tree is becoming a commodity, meaning there's tons of those videos out there, making them cheaper because the demand might be high, but the quantity available is also high. So you can't get much bang for your buck anymore by making a video about how to paint a tree. But a harder thing to do and a more rare thing to have is a strong community that supports each other and has good information to share among the members, and they can really grow. And I can tell you, this community was so powerful for me 20 years ago when I started as an online artist, because without my community, I would not have learned how to do HTML. I wouldn't have learned how to post on eBay, which is how I started. I wouldn't have learned all these things that I relied so heavily on other people who had already been doing it for a year or two. That helped me so much. So if you can offer a community to your audience, that is really going to up your game and up your value as an online creator. An art community is important. Facebook is a great place to do that. Reddit is good. A lot of people are on Discord these days. So my audience is all on Facebook. So that's where I go. And that's where I find I get the most views on my shorts, by the way. I even get more views on my shorts on Facebook than I do on YouTube a lot of times. So that's a whole nother video. And I've heard other content strategists talk about how Facebook is hot right now for shorts, if you're doing shorts, because Facebook is really pushing their shorts right now, and the Facebook algorithm will put you in front of a lot of new people. So consider, if you're going to make shorts for your YouTube video, also upload it to Facebook, upload it to TikTok, upload it to Instagram. These are all video friendly platforms that you don't have to recreate the wheel. You can create a shorts and then just put it on all the social medias where you are most active. For me, it's Facebook is the best. YouTube is second best for getting in front of a new audience. YouTube is the best for making money. Almost all my Patreon members come to me either through Facebook or mostly YouTube. For me, YouTube and Facebook are king. Okay, this is another really important thing. Everyone says it, but I have to say it because it's so important. You have to keep improving. And unfortunately, you have the extra challenge of being an artist or a creator who you need to also be improving your skills as an artist, but you also always need to be improving your skills as a digital creator. And those are two very different skill sets. And there is a lot to learn, which I love that about this field. I'm always learning, and it's so stimulating and interesting. And I got so excited this morning when I learned this new idea. Should I share it with you now? It's the most exciting thing of this whole video. I should wait till the end so you watch to the end. But okay, here is my big realization. For those of you who missed the Instagram, that where you could post your pictures and you didn't have to worry about stupid video. I understand your pain, and that is hard. That's hard to make that transition. But guess where it's starting to be more photo friendly? YouTube. This platform right here that you're thinking about joining. Maybe you missed the good old days of Instagram. I'm not saying that the algorithm is super powerful for just pictures on YouTube, but the key is the community tab. And I'm not sure if you have to have a certain amount of followers to have a community tab, but I had this realization as I was scrolling through my feed this morning. This is so exciting that I saw a post with a picture by a creator who I was not subscribed to. That means the algorithm was putting their picture post they had put on their community tab on their YouTube channel of a picture to a new possible subscriber. And indeed, I did subscribe because I was just so excited about the whole thing, because I realized I'm going to start posting 1 or 2 pictures of old paintings of mine every day at least. What I did actually was I went and made a picture poll, and the more interaction that you can get on your community tab, the more powerful that post will be. So a poll is really great for you picture-loving aesthetic creators, whether you're crafters or artisans or whatever, because you can make a poll with different pictures and create a poll question around it. And people love to answer polls. They love to share their opinion. And it just takes them a second to click on it. And then that tells the algorithm, oh, look, people are interacting with this content. Let's show it to more people. And so then it gets your post on the community tab in front of more people. So it's a great way to build your audience without ever making a video at all. It's so powerful. So go make those polls on your community tab that have pictures of them, or just post a beautiful, make sure it's beautiful or interesting in some way, picture on your community tab of your craft or wherever you travel to, or your beautifully styled family room that you just decorated, or your painting, your sculpture. This is so big and I'm so excited. Tell me in the comments, is that not good news? Is that not exciting? I'm so excited about that. Okay, you gotta have fun. This is a grind. It's scary, it's sad, it's frustrating when you think you've made an amazing video and then it flops. I'm gonna make a whole nother video of an experience that I had on my channel that was so infuriating. I made a hacks video that went viral for me. It got over 60,000 views in a very short time, which was crazy. I was so excited. But you know what? What happened was it got me a bunch of subscribers that didn't click on my video. When you have a bunch of subscribers on your channel and they don't click on your videos, the algorithm won't show them to new subscribers. It'll just show it to your old subscribers, and not even all your old subscribers. They'll just show it to the people that love you the most, and you can't grow that way. So if you get all these subscribers on your channel from a viral video that really isn't what you do, you're kind of kicking yourself in the tushy, because then those subscribers won't click on your other videos that are about what you really like to do. And that tells the algorithm, oh, this isn't an interesting video. And then the algorithm won't show it to the bigger world. This is why you do not want to pay for clicks. You do not want to pay for subscribers. You do not want to tell your friends and family to follow your videos unless you really think they want to watch them from start to finish and binge all your other content. You do not want an audience that is subscribed to you that does not do that for you, because they will make your channel dead. So don't do that. Don't do sub for sub. Never do that. It will kill your channel faster than anything, just naturally, because that's how the algorithm works. One of the most important things to the algorithm is, did your subscriber base click on this video? And if the algorithm says, oh, all her subscribers love this, let's show it to the next tier of people. And if those people like it, it'll that's how videos explode. The algorithm keeps showing it to more and more people as more and more tiers of non-subscribers click on your video. That's how it works. So do not tell your friends and family. I could not have grown my art YouTube channel without Facebook groups. Now Facebook groups are a lot harder to crack because they don't want people in their community that are just there to push their YouTube channel, and that is rude. So join a Facebook group community that, one, allows you to eventually post to your YouTube channel, and two, you just love interacting with, and you interact a lot. And if you are on Facebook, start your own group too, get that going. And so then you can start sharing your videos on those Facebook groups that are interested in your content, that you have a good relationship with. I've gotten kicked off a Facebook group before because I was getting too crazy. When I didn't know any better, I didn't know the manners of social media, but that is a bad no-no. Do not go onto groups and just post your videos, and those people don't want to see that. Or they feel like you're trying to get them to buy something or trying to serve your interest and not theirs. Always be serving. You have to be serving their interest and not being spammy. Don't spam Facebook groups, but they can be a powerful way to grow your channel. Reddit, Discord, other places where you can post your YouTube videos. Like for me, I have a garden channel and I post my videos that I make about gardening in this area on my next door neighbor app, which is an app that is very popular. Most of you in the US probably have access to it if you live in any kind of city or suburban area. You can post your videos that have to do with your local area even onto Nextdoor, and that is a pretty friendly place to post YouTube videos. So you just have to be creative and think about, where can I post these videos to an audience that I think would like my content. My favorite channels to learn from are Channel Makers, vidIQ, Think Media, and if you start watching those channels about how to grow your YouTube and YouTube strategies, the algorithm will learn you want to learn about that, and then the algorithm will start showing you videos of things that the algorithm knows you would be interested in from other channels. So you'll discover all kinds of other channels. Catherine Manning, Anna Dubé. I learned so much from all those. I grew so much from just taking their advice. So definitely educate yourself from those channels too. All right, lastly, this YouTube whole thing is not a sprint. It is a marathon. So take time with your family. Eat right. Sleep right. I got up at 4:30 in the morning and did voiceovers many times in the beginning. I worked so hard. And you kind of have to do that, if I'm honest, to get started. I mean, you really have to grind, but as soon as you can, pare back to a more manageable level, because you will burn out so fast, and you have to keep it fun, exciting. You have to enjoy it, engage with your community, enjoy your followers, enjoy your subscribers. I will enjoy you too. So leave me a comment. Tell me about where you are in your journey, what your hopes and dreams are. I would love to hear from you. I love to talk shop about YouTube. And with my art channel followers, I can't do that because they just want to paint. They don't care about being YouTube creators, but I know there's a lot of you out there, and I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you, and I want to get to know what you are finding in your art journey to be true. I just find that fascinating. I love it when any new YouTube creator makes a video about their behind the scenes YouTube, Patreon, TikTok. I just find it so fascinating. So I thought I would make content that I like. So this is what I did. Anyway, that's probably long enough. How long have I been going? Jeez. All right, I've probably been going on too long, and I have had so much fun talking about this stuff. There's so much more I want to share with you. I will be making shorts. I'll be making a lot of shorts because right now a lot of my energy is still going into my art channel. But if this video does well and this channel does well, I will be putting more and more energy into this channel, because this is what I love to do, is the strategy and the videos. I love that part of my art career. So I will be uploading more about art career stuff on this channel, and I can't wait to get to know you all. And until next time, go make your world beautiful. Bye, everyone. Jenny, Jenny, Jenny Bomb Bomb. Instagram is going crazy with that song, by the way, on Reels. Jenny, Jenny, Jenny Bomb Bomb.